Okay, now in Unit 4, Chemical Bonding and Molecular Structure, Standard 11, Lecture number 12. Okay, now here one important topic, when hybridization is complete. In hybridization, you have to remember many things, structure, as well as we can say that which hybridization is there and what is shape, and which angle is there. Okay, and you also learn VSEPR principle or say VSEPR theory. Here 4.7 molecular orbital theory, which is not important, too much important, but according to classic mechanics, or say we can say the quantum mechanics, you already learn atomic orbitals, molecular orbitals. These terms maybe you familiar with certain terms. So this molecular orbital theory itself indicate that in that particular molecular orbital is included. So what is meaning of atomic orbital and what is meaning of molecular orbital, just we know later on. But here one scientist is that two scientists developed by, we can say that, F. Hund and R.S. Mulliken. It is Hund or Hund. Okay? F. Hund and R.S. Mulliken in 1932. The salient features of this theory, as you see earlier in a hybridization, the salient features is also there. It is a very simple, but you have to remember certain terms. The electrons in a molecule are present in a various atomic orbitals. That means what? The electrons in a molecule are present in the various atomic orbitals. For example, consider here H2 molecule. H2 molecule, which is made up of hydrogen atom and hydrogen atom. So these hydrogen atom, whatever the electrons is, probability of finding electron waves, it is denoted by atomic orbitals. This is also atomic orbitals. But when they combine at a time, it is converted in terms of molecular orbitals. Okay. So the electrons in a molecule are present in the various atomic orbitals. And you know that here H Z is equal to 1 and here H Z is equal to 1. So one electron is present. And according to that, when they are very far away, at that time we can say that you have to learn this one later on. Don't bother about this. So this is we can say that 1s orbital and this is also 1s orbital, and this energy remains same, that you have to learn later on. And at that time we can say that there is attraction and repulsion is occur, and according to that, the energy is increasing in, we can say that, upward direction. And this is, we can say that, terms we have to learn, and these terms we have to learn. So this is atomic orbitals of any atom, and this is considered as molecular orbital of any molecule. Suppose the hydrogen atom is present, at that time here H2 molecule is there. That one later on, don't bother about this, but you have to remember this one. The electrons in a molecule are present in the various atomic orbitals. Second, the atomic orbitals of comparable energies and proper symmetry combine to form molecular orbital. Just I explained here, you have to remember this one. The atomic orbitals of comparable energies and proper symmetry combine to form molecular orbitals. Third one, while an electron in an atomic orbital is influenced by one nucleus, in a molecular orbital it is influenced by two or more nuclei depending upon the number of atoms in the molecule. This is a very easy topic, but you have to learn later on. Don't bother about this also. Why an electron in an atomic orbital is influenced by one nucleus. Just you see, this is hydrogen, and here we can say that one nucleus is there which possesses one electron. Okay, outer side of the nucleus. In a molecular orbital, it is influenced by two or more nuclei depending upon the number of atoms. Here two atoms are there. So here we can say that attraction is this way and repulsion is this way. Okay, that one later on, learn later on, don't bother. Atoms in the molecule. Thus, an atomic orbital is monocentric. This is only containing only one center. Okay, while a molecular orbital is polycentric. Here due to, we can say that, attraction, here we can say that bonding molecular orbital is obtained, and here we can say that anti-bonding molecular orbital optic. That one later on, don't bother about this. And that is polycentric. This is polycentric, okay? This is only containing monocentric. Remember this one. Fourth one, the number of molecular orbital formed is equal to the number of combining atomic orbitals. Just you see, this is atomic orbital, this is atomic orbital. So here, how many? 1 and 1. So here 1 and 1. That's why. Okay. So the number of molecular orbital formed is equal to the number of combining atomic orbitals. When two atomic orbitals combine two molecular orbitals, when two atomic orbitals combine, two molecular orbitals are formed. These two atomic orbitals is there and they form two molecular orbitals. One is known as, remember this one is a very easy. One is known as, when attraction is occur, it is, we can say that energy become lower and stability is high, and that's why it is considered as bonding molecular orbital. Remember this name, bonding molecular orbital, while other called anti-bonding molecular orbital. Other called anti-bonding orbital due to repulsion. This is due to attraction and this is due to repulsion. That we learn later on in LCAO in detail. Okay, don't bother. At that time you have to remember this one. So write it completely here, and this is only for information. You have to remember these salient features. 4 is complete, and now 5th, 6th and 7th, total 7 are there. So just we learn later here, and in lecture number 12 just we remember this one, molecular orbital theory according to the salient features of this theory. Okay, and this is a very easy, that will later on at a time I explain this salient feature also. Okay, so don't bother about that, and you understand this one. This is a, we can say, classic mechanics. Okay, and in that you have to learn many things. So write it completely. Take a screenshot. Now here, 5th feature. You have to remember this feature that we will later on. Don't bother about this. The bonding molecular orbital has lower energy and hence greater stability than the corresponding anti-bonding molecular orbital. Remember this by one example. Suppose we consider here H2 molecule. This H2 molecule is made up of two hydrogen atoms. Okay, and electronic configuration of this hydrogen atom is 1s1. So here, according to molecular orbital, we can say that theory, there is a hydrogen atom and here atomic orbitals. Atomic orbitals of hydrogen atom. Here energy is there. You have to remember this one. You have to remember this one. Energy is increases upward. This is, we can say that one graph diagram. And here atomic orbitals of, once again, hydrogen atom. Atomic orbital of hydrogen atom. So suppose we consider here, this is 1s, energy remains same. That means this energy remains same. Here also 1s, here one electron is there, here also one electron is there. Now you have to just solve this one, and that one is considered as, this way energy is just separated out by two, we can say that, interferences. Okay, so this is considered as B and O, energy is decreased, and this is considered as AB and O. That will do later on, but just you understand that the bonding molecular orbital has lower energy and hence greater stability than the corresponding anti-bonding molecular orbital. Remember this one, so very easy. Just as the electron probability distribution around a nucleus in an atom is given by an atomic orbital. What is meaning of atomic orbital? Here definition. Just as the electron probability distribution around a nucleus in an atom is given by an atomic orbital. Suppose we consider here this hydrogen atom, and this is a nucleus. Here proton is there, here neutron is there, but in, we can say that, orbit number 1, electron found at, or say electron found at here, here, here or here. So this distribution is there. Just as the electron probability distribution around a nucleus in an atom is given by an atomic orbital, the electron probability distribution around a group of nuclei in a molecule is given by a molecular orbital. Suppose H2 molecule is obtained, at that time we can say that it is shown by molecular orbital. Okay, once again, the electron probability distribution around a group of nuclei in a molecule is given by a molecular orbital. This is a very easy topic. This is considered as molecular orbital of H2 molecule. Remember, this is nothing but H2 molecule, and here BMO is nothing but, we can say that, attraction between these two wave functions that we want to later on in LCAO, linear combination of atomic orbitals. Okay, at that time just I explained it, what is meaning of wave function and what is psi and what is meaning of psi and what is significance of that sign. Psi, psi, psi. Is it clear? That we will later on. Don't bother, but just you understand that BMO having a lower energy, ABMO having a higher energy. And here BMO is in 1s, it is shown by sigma 1s, and ABMO it is shown by sigma star 1s. And here bonding, if you write, then it is considered as BMO, and this is nothing but molecular orbital. Remember, and this is nothing but, this too is nothing but atomic orbital. Here attraction takes place, here repulsion takes place, that we want to later on. Okay, now the molecular orbitals like atomic orbitals are filled in accordance with above principle that you all learn in structure of atom, obeying the Paulink's exclusion principle. Is it clear? Paulink's exclusion principle and Hund's rules. So the molecular orbital like atomic orbitals are filled in accordance with the above principle, obeying the Pauling exclusion principle and Hund's rule. So write it completely here. So here salient feature is complete. Now this is a very important, you have to remember it, because in molecular orbital diagram this salient feature we used. In LCAO we used. LCAO means linear combination of atomic orbital according to energy level. Okay, that you want to later on, and the different types of here terms also including, so that we learn later on. So just this write down according to this one, and note down this one also. This is a very important. What is meaning of atomic orbital and what is meaning of molecular orbital? This is a definition of molecular orbital and this is a definition of atomic orbital. Write down this one, and in fourth we can say that point, what is meaning of BMO, bonding molecular orbital, and what is meaning of ABMO, anti-bonding molecular orbital is also includes. So write it completely, take a screenshot and write it completely. Okay, up to this, just you separate out up to this. Take a screenshot of this. This is energy level that we want to learn later on. Don't bother about this. That we learn later on. Okay. Okay, now we start LCAO. Okay, now here 4.7.1, formation of molecular orbitals, linear combination of atomic orbitals, and this is nothing but LCAO, linear combination of atomic orbital. This is a very easy topic. Once again, according to wave mechanics, the atomic orbitals can be expressed by wave function psi. Remember, atomic orbitals can be expressed by wave function psi. It is nothing but psi, psi. Okay, which represent P is a silent, remember, which represent the amplitude of the electron waves. These are obtained from, okay, this is a very easy topic, just to understand from this one. Suppose we consider here hydrogen atom, here proton is there, here neutron is there, and we can say that orbit, this electron is moving in a circular path. So suppose this electron is there. So this we can say that according to wave mechanics, the atomic orbitals can be expressed by wave function psi. And this psi is nothing but represents the amplitude of the electron waves. Amplitude of the electron waves. Electrons waves are there. Okay, and according to that, we can say that these electron waves may be attract when they attach or say when they combine with another hydrogen atom. Okay, or maybe we can say that repel according to we can say that another hydrogen atom. So here attraction and repulsion takes place. So remember this one. These are obtained from the solution of Schrödinger wave equation. These are obtained from the solution of Schrödinger wave equation, which is not in your course, but this is a very easy equation. Del square psi upon del x square plus del square psi upon del y square plus del square psi upon del z square plus 8 pi square m divided by h e minus u psi is equal to 0. That is not including in your syllabus, so don't bother about this. So this Schrödinger wave equation, however, since it cannot be solved for any system containing more than one electron, it is only for one electron. But here, since it cannot be solved for any system containing more than one electron, molecular orbitals which are one electron wave functions for molecules are difficult to obtain directly from the solution of Schrödinger wave equation, because if hydrogen atom is containing one electron, another hydrogen atom also containing one electron, so 1 plus 1, that is 2 electron, and this the particular Schrödinger wave equation is only for one electron. So here when one electron is there, but molecular orbitals which are one electron wave functions for molecules are difficult to obtain, okay, directly from the solution of Schrödinger wave equation. So here limitation of Schrödinger wave equation is that you will do later on in a higher studies when you just reach in a college, okay, or say higher postgraduate and graduate. At that time you will learn this one. But here you have to remember one electron. So here molecular orbitals which are one electron wave functions for molecules are difficult to obtain directly from the solution of Schrödinger wave equation. To overcome this problem, an approximate method is known as, linear combination of atomic orbitals has been adopted. Here nothing we can say, understand from here. One hydrogen containing psi is there. So this is we can say that atom 1 psi A, atom B, atom another hydrogen containing psi B. So here attraction and repulsion is there. So attraction when occur at that time, suppose psi A plus psi B is there, it forms BMO, bonding molecular orbital. And if repulsion is occur, okay, at that time psi A minus psi B, that means ABMO, anti-bonding molecular orbital. So that one later on, just we explain this one with the help of H2 molecule. But remember here, when attraction is there, so psi A plus psi B. When repulsion force is there, so psi A minus psi B. So when psi A plus psi B is there, energy decreases and that's why stability increases. So it is nothing but bonding molecular orbital. And when repulsion is there, energy is increases. Remember, energy is increases and it forms ABMO. Okay, anti-bonding molecular orbital. So write it completely here, and just we give one example on the basis of H2 molecule. Continue this topic. Write it completely according to your textbook and understand from this particular point of view. Don't bother about Schrödinger wave equation. You have to just remember name here. Okay, so here write it completely. Take a screenshot. Now here we give one example of H2 molecule. Okay, so remember this one. This is we can say limitation of Schrödinger wave equation, and due to that it is only for only one electron. Schrödinger wave equation is only for one electron. But here when H atom and H atom is there, so 2 electrons is there, and that's why it is a we can say that not solved. Okay, this particular Schrodinger wave equation cannot solve this problem, and that's why another, which is a very simple method, approximate method, is known as linear combination of atomic orbital. Just we learn with the help of H2 molecule. Take a screenshot. Here, linear combination of atomic orbitals. That you have to understand that suppose two hydrogen atom is there, one hydrogen atom and another hydrogen atom. We are thinking about homonuclear molecule, and we give simple example according to H2 molecule. H2 molecule. So according to that, in a ground state, electronic configuration is hydrogen Z is equal to 1, 1s, 1. Understand, this is a very easy concept, but you have to remember certain thing at here, okay, which is according to classic or say wave mechanics. Okay, so this is the, we can say that H2 molecule, hydrogen Z is equal to 1 and 1s1. You know that H2 molecule is there, that means what? Here you understand that suppose this is a hydrogen containing A atom and this is a containing hydrogen atom containing B atom. This is a HA and this is a HB. Okay, so here electron is also there, here electron is also there. Okay, and suppose this is a nucleus, understand, this is also nucleus, here electron and here also electron, here A and here B. But this electron, distribution of this electron in atomic orbitals is shown by certain wave function, and that is nothing but psi A. And here it is nothing but psi B. This is known as wave function. Wave function. Okay. So here wave function does just you understand that energy, according to that 1s orbital is there, so 1 electron, 1s orbital, 1 electron, and this energy is the same. Okay, energy is the same, and this is known as atomic orbital of hydrogen atom. This is known as atomic orbital of hydrogen atom, respectively A and B. This is A and this is B. Okay, here I write here A and I write here B. Okay, now see, and wave function just I explaining that one. So it is nothing but distribution of this electron clouds is there. Okay, this amplitude is there. According to that, we have to measure probability to finding electron. In a, we can say that, orbital. That you have to remember, and that is nothing but wave function. Okay, so suppose here what happened, this hydrogen atom and this hydrogen atom is there. If this centered is there, just you see, this is nothing but centered, psi A and psi B centered on two atoms A and B respectively. Okay, so this psi A and psi B are there. Suppose they are attract. Okay, suppose they are attract, that means what? Addition takes place. And suppose they are repulsed, that means what? Subtraction takes place. So here mathematically this concept comes in terms of mathematical form, and that's why we can say according to this formation of bonding molecular orbital and anti-bonding molecular orbital by the LCAO, psi A and psi B centered on two atoms A and B respectively. So here this one electron is there, this one electron is there, and at that time we can say that those energy is decreases. At that time here addition takes place. Just you see, psi is equal to this psi A plus psi B. That means here addition takes place. It results into bonding orbital lower energy than that of atomic orbital. This is atomic orbital. Now you see bonding orbital or say bonding molecular orbital having a low energy. This is a increasing energy. Remember this one. And suppose we can say that this is psi A minus psi B. That means subtraction takes place at that time, results into anti-bonding orbital higher energy than that of atomic orbital. Obviously you see from this particular graph we can say that here lower energy and this is higher energy. This is a very easy topic, but you have to remember certain terms. And here psi MO is nothing but psi A plus minus psi B. That means psi A plus psi B means addition and psi A minus psi B means subtraction. And due to that sigma, this is known as sigma. Sigma is equal to psi A plus psi B, and this is sigma star. Remember, this is known as sigma. This comes new one. Sigma bond is there or not? That's right. Sigma star is nothing but psi A minus psi B. Okay. So according to that, we can say that mathematically here we expressed certain terms, and that is nothing but bonding orbital lowering energy than that of atomic orbitals, and anti-bonding orbital higher energy than that of atomic orbitals. So here we express in terms of this one, electron, this particular nucleus is there, attraction is there, that means addition is there, repulsion force is there. At that time we can say that subtraction is there, and due to that here energy is different. BMO containing lower energy, ABMO containing higher energy. So remember this one, BMO bonding molecular orbital, and this is known as ABMO anti-bonding molecular orbital. So according to that we express this one, and now we see a difference between BMO and ABMO. This is a very easy topic. You write it completely from your textbook, okay, from your textbook. So maximum word just I covered from your textbook, which is here BMO represented here and ABMO represented here, and this electron is combined and form, electron entered in a lower energy containing orbital, then they just reach, if electron is left, then they reach in a higher energy containing orbitals. Okay, so here attraction takes place, and that's why here we can say that two electron field in a BMO, in ABMO there is no electron. So write it completely according to, we can say that LCAO, linear combination. This is a linear combination of two atomic orbitals. This is one atomic orbital, this is another atomic orbital, but atom remains same, hydrogen atom and here hydrogen atom, but this is a A atom and this is a B atom. So write it completely according to your textbook. Now write it completely, difference between ABMO and BMO. Okay, and just we switch on this topic, and you understand from this particular terms. Take a screenshot. Here, difference between BMO and ABMO. So understand that BMO and ABMO is formed according to, just we know that here one hydrogen atom, here another hydrogen atom, and this is we can say that psi A, and this is considered as psi B, and according to that we can say that this lower energy is known as psi, and this higher energy is known as psi star, and this is nothing but psi A plus psi B, and this is nothing but psi A minus psi B. So here constructive we can say that properties is shown, and here destructive properties is shown. Remember this one, here destructive properties and here constructive properties is shown. So according to that, BMO and ABMO is differentiated on the basis of interferences. What is interferences? This is considered as interferences. This is the lower and this is we can say that upper. So here we can say that when according to interferences, just we differentiate this BMO and ABMO. The two electrons waves of the bonding reinforce each other due to constructive interference. Attraction is occurring due to, we can say that the two electrons waves of the bonding reinforce each other due to constructive interferences. Okay, but here in ABMO, just you see, the electrons waves cancel each other due to destructive interferences. Here repulsion takes place. Here one electron is there, here one electron is there. So here due to attraction we can say that here this type of, we can obtain BMO, bonding molecular orbital. Okay, the bonding reinforce each other due to constructive interferences, and this energy is increased according to this way. Upward energy is increased. So here downward lower energy is there, and here upward we can say higher energy is there. So here pairing is occurring, here bonding reinforce each other due to constructive interferences. But here there is a no any, we consider here one electron is there, one electron, so two electron use that here, so there is a no any other electron left. So the electron waves cancel each other due to destructive interferences. Second thing, according to electron density, As a result, electron density in BMO is located between the nuclei of the bonded atoms, because of which repulsion between the nuclei is very less. So remember this one. As a result, electron density in a BMO bonding molecular orbital is located between the nuclei of the bonded atoms, because of which repulsion between the nuclei is very less. So just to see, this repulsion is very less. Okay. Next one. Most of the electron density located away from the space between the nuclei. In fact, remember this one, away from the space, because here repulsion is here occurring, here attraction is occurring. So here most of the electron density located away from the space between the nuclei. In fact, there is a nodal plane where we can say that electron density is 0. You know this one, nodal plane is there. Suppose we consider here P orbital, and here we can say that this is a nodal plane. In orbit we can say that this is considered as nodal plane where electron not formed. Probability of finding electron is 0. Okay. So in fact there is a nodal plane, also electron density is 0 between the nuclei, and hence the repulsion between the nuclei is high. So here repulsion occurs maximum. So in fact there is a nodal plane between the nuclei, and hence the repulsion between the nuclei is high. And this distance is remains same. Okay, energy whatever the same, it is the same. Okay, this energy and this energy, so they separate out with the help of same energy. When here only one atom is there, for homonuclear, remember, if heteronuclear is there, it is a different thing. Okay, so here you have to remember up to this one. First electron density, and second one interferences. Now we see according to energy level, which one containing energy level we can say lower, and which one containing energy level higher. So write down this one. This is a continued topic. So the first number, suppose this question asked in a distinguish between BMO and ABMO. So this is the first topic, this is the second topic. Now third topic, energy level. Okay, so according to that you got 3 out of 3 marks. Suppose you write this topic. Okay, write it completely. Take a screenshot. Okay, now this is a distinguish between BMO and ABMO. First topic according to interferences, and second topic according to electron density. Now we see according to energy level. Energy level, which one is a lower energy and which one possesses higher energy, and according to stability also. So write it completely. Take a screenshot. Okay, now according to energy and stability, here BMO and ABMO is just observe. You know this one. Earlier just we draw one plot, or one graph, in which BMO containing lower energy and ABMO containing, we can say that, higher energy. Why this thing is happened? Just here explained in the basis of sentences. Electrons placed in a BMO tend to hold the nuclei together and stabilize. This is a very easy topic. Hold the nuclei together and stabilize a molecule. Therefore, BMO always possesses lower energy than either of the atomic orbitals that have combined to form it. Okay, once again, electrons placed in a BMO tend to hold the nuclei together and stabilize a molecule. Therefore, BMO always possesses lower energy than either of the we can say that either of the atomic orbitals that have combined to form it. Okay. In contrast, just see in ABMO, in contrast, the electrons placed in the ABMO destabilize the molecule. Destabilize the molecule. This is because the mutual repulsion of the electrons in this orbital is more than the attraction between the electrons and the nuclei, which causes a net increasing in energy. So you know this one, BMO and ABMO. This is a very easy topic, but you remember here, ABMO is a destabilize the molecule. This is because of the mutual repulsion. Here attraction is occur, here repulsion is occur of the electrons, because you already learned in valence bond theory, electron repulsion takes place in this orbital is more than the attraction between the electrons and the nuclei, which causes a net increase in energy. So remember, there is a particular topic regarding molecular orbital theory, or say distinguish between BMO and ABMO. How we differ BMO and ABMO? According to, we can say that MO diagram. This is molecular orbital diagram. Okay, with the help of H2 molecule. Just we earlier observed particular with the help of one graph. Okay, one plot. Okay, one particular diagram on this base. And last is that, according to, we can say that BMO possesses lower energy and ABMO possesses higher energy. So write it completely here, and just we remember only one sentence remaining. So write it here. This is a very easy topic: energy and stability. Okay. Here just you understand, attraction is occur, that's why hold two nuclei together and stabilize the molecule. Here repulsion is occur, okay, and that's why we can say destabilize. And according to that, we can say that between electron and electron repulsion is maximum. Okay, so is more than the attraction between the electrons and the nuclei, which causes a net increase in energy. So according to BMO and ABMO, just once again earlier just I explained here, and 1s orbital of hydrogen, 1s orbital of hydrogen, lowering energy is there, it's a BMO, and higher energy is there, it's a ABMO. Write it completely, take a screenshot. This is the third point. And fourth point is just any BMO is denoted by, suppose you have to write, it is denoted by sigma 1s, sigma 2s, okay, pi to px, pi to py, sigma to pz, that's way. And here ABMO is denoted by, suppose we write here bonding, then also no problem, bonding is there, okay. And suppose here sigma strat 1s, sigma strat 2s, here pi star to px, pi star to py, and sigma star to pz. Remember, this energy is same. This energy is same because z axis we also have to consider internuclear axis. Okay, one axis which we just suppose with the help of z, and that's why px and py, this both energy is same. That one explain later on, but just to write it completely here. This is the fourth point, and according to that, BMO and ABMO distinguished is now complete. Now last topic of this, last point of this, just you take a screenshot and write it completely. This is a denotion. Okay, 1s orbital, when molecular orbital is there, it is a sigma 1s, sigma 2s, pi to px, pi to py, sigma to pz. Here bonding and strat. B indicate bonding and strat indicate anti-bonding. Remember, here attraction is occur, here repulsion is occur. So sigma star 1s, sigma star 2s, say pi star to px, pi star to py, or pi star to pz. So write it completely. Now here last topic is energy bonding. Okay, lower energy and parent. Okay, that one explained here with the help of one particular point. That you know this one, here 1s orbital is there. Suppose I rough it here, and here 1s orbital is there. This is atomic orbital of hydrogen atom. This is another atomic orbital of hydrogen atom, and it is shown by, suppose, psi A and psi B. Okay, psi A and psi B. Psi is a wave function. Remember, psi is a wave function. Probability to finding electron in a orbit. Okay, or say in a space. In a space is a proper word. In a space. So this is a energy, and according to that, this energy is the same. But remember, this is a parent atom, and when they combine or say constructive takes place, it form BMO and energy is lower. And we can say that here, when they repel or say destructive or say subtraction takes place, at that time here ABMO, and at that time we can say that energy of this ABMO according to parent atom is a more. Okay, so remember this one. this is, we can say that BMO, and this is ABMO. BMO containing lower energy stability more, ABMO containing higher energy stability is less, destabilized, okay, and this is a more stable, and energy of this BMO is lower and energy of ABMO is higher, okay, and this we can say that whatever the distance is there, it is a remains same. Remember this one, because here same, we can say that 1s orbit of hydrogen atom and 1s orbit of hydrogen atom, they are combined, okay, and form H2 molecule. And here we can say that 2 electrons, suppose I put it here, this is sigma bonding 1s, and this is nothing but no electron present at here, because 2 electrons take part here in a bonding molecular orbital. So here sigma star 1s, okay, this is BMO and this is ABMO. So write it completely according to your NCERT textbook. Now molecular orbital theory now complete, okay, read it one time. You have to remember just repulsion and attraction. When attraction is there, bonding molecular orbital. When repulsion is there, anti-bonding molecular orbital. So write down this topic according to your NCERT textbook. This is the last, we can say that point. So write it completely. Okay. Thank you very much. Now in our lecture number 13, just we say combination for the conditions for the combination of atomic orbitals. Okay. So here write it completely. Take a screenshot.